Hi everyone, it's Sue. Welcome back. Today I'm just going to mass make some easy but effective, I think they're effective, really lovely tags for our journals or for our gift giving, happy mail, all that sort of fun stuff. So I've just got this pile of coffee dyed tags that I've done, and I've just put on a ring in the hope that I would use them, and I've tucked them away and forgotten about them, so I've just rediscovered them, and I thought I would just make some really easy tags. Now I love making these because the fact that they are very easy, you don't have to think about things too much, so it's basically just a little collage on these tags. Some of these I will back with coffee dyed paper or craft cardstock or that sort of thing. Some of them, if they've got a nice image on the back as well as the front, which these don't so much, but some I may leave just as they are, or I might even do the collage on here and leave this as the back. So I just thought I'd bring you along with me. I've just grabbed a cuppa. It's got another beautiful day here, but it's quite cool, so I'm drinking so much coffee to try and keep warm. So all you need is just a base. I mean, you don't have to have coffee dyed tags. You can have just craft cardstock. You can have plain cardstock. You can have patterned cardstock, whatever you like. So I'm just going to start with 3, and I'm not going to be fussy about which ones I pick. And I'm just going to use some scraps of paper. Now, I should have had this organized. So I've got a couple of drawers here with a lot of different scraps. Now I want some longer pieces because I'm going to tear them, so I'm just going to grab some bits and pieces out here, so just bear with me for a second. All right, so I've just grabbed a few bits and pieces here. We'll get started just with those, and basically all I'm going to do is, whether that's one piece or 2, that's very thick. It might be glued together. So basically what I want to do is I'm going to tear down like this, and I'm just going to have a strip just glued onto the tag like that. And you can use, as I said, all your different papers. It doesn't have to be book paper. So I guess this is another good way of using up your scrap bits and pieces as well, if you've got larger scraps. And I'm gluing that down, and I will come back in obviously and trim that out. So I'm going to use up this piece and use it on here as well. Use it on this one. And I'm not thinking about it too much. Just gluing it down. And we may as well use this piece up. So I'm just going to go through and just trim those off. You could have inked this edge as well beforehand if you wanted to. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Okay, so we've got 3 started. I'll grab maybe, so this is wrapping paper that I use for my shop when I do my orders, pack my orders. So maybe let's do 3 with that. Okay, so maybe because this is patterned, I'm going to tip and use the patterns at the back and then just tear and put this on the front. So what I'll do is I'll just do the steps that I follow after I've done this, and then I will speed up the video and just make a heap more and show you at the end. But so that's what I do basically. So we'll just start with the 6 to begin with. Just add a little bit of paper of some sort. These are so easy. So if you've got floral stickers or butterfly stickers, you can use them. I think I'm going to use some fussy cuts that I have done. So now what I want to do though is I just want to add maybe a little bit of stamping. So I'm just going to grab a couple of stamps. So I've just got a couple of stamps there, and I think I'll use just some black ink. So this is one of my favorite stamps. It's a darkroom door stamp, and it's called Layered Handwriting. It's available in my store if you're interested. And what I love about it is that the writing is every which way, so it really doesn't matter how you stamp the stamp, because the writing is going to be all over the place. So it doesn't matter if you've got the stamp upside down or roundabout. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of, I'm not going to do a lot, I'm just going to add just really randomly, just press down and add a little bit of stamping. I'm going to tip the stamp over so I got some of the other part of the stamp. So it's just a little bit of stamping. This one I'm going to add onto the edge. It's just really, really random. And I think I love these tags too because I don't really think about it too much. I mean, it doesn't look like much at the moment, so that's okay. Bear with me, we'll get there. So I'm going to put that one away, and then I've got this little woodware one. It's also available in my shop. It's got, I don't know whether you can see that, it's got the postal image there, and it's got fragile on it. I think I'm going to use that one. I can't find my small block, so we'll just have to use this one. So stamp that one there. As I said, I really am not thinking too much about it. Let's change the stamp up a bit. And I might just use this little grid, and I'm just going to use it in my hands because I don't want the actual squareness. So just some random stamping there as well. There. That's I've got everybody home, so someone's getting ice out of the ice maker. If you can hear that noise. Lots of ice by the sounds of it. Here I am telling you it's cold and I'm drinking coffee and someone's getting ice. Okay, and I quite like this little stamp. I was gifted this stamp, so I don't know the details where it's from, I'm sorry, but I think I might use this. I'm just rubbing it because I haven't used this particular one before, just to prime it a bit, and I'm taking my chances here by just stamping it. If it doesn't stamp perfectly, I'm not going to be upset about it. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so we have some bases done, and then I'm just going to add some fussy cuts and maybe a label, and that is as easy as these tags are, and they're just beautiful just to add in your journals. So I'm just going to grab my fussy cut flowers here. And just grab one tag at a time and just see what I can come up with. So I might just fast forward over this part. So I'm just trying to find ones that fit at the moment. But yes, I'm just going to fast forward over this part and you will see, I'll show you at the end, and then I'm just going to do a heap more, speed up the video, and I'll just show you them all once they're finished. Okay. So these are starting to look really lovely. I keep going towards the roses, so I tried to stop myself from putting roses on everything, but obviously they're my favorite flowers, so I just keep going to grab for them. So as I said, fairly basic. This stamp I've covered up the most part, but you can still see some of it sneaking through. I may even add some splotches on here, some gold splotches or something, but now I just want to go and add some cheesecloth and maybe a little label. I may have said earlier in the video, I don't always necessarily sew around these because I just like these as little quick tags to make and have on hand. But I probably will back some of these and end up sewing around them. Some I won't. And that's fine too. That everything doesn't have to be sewn. So I'm just cutting little bits. My scissors have got glue all over them, so they're not cutting as well as they should. So what I'm going to do, I always cut my cheesecloth extra big, more than what I need. because I just like to pull the excess away and make it really rough looking. So I'm just going to add some cheesecloth on each one, and then I'm going to add a little label. So as you can see, I really haven't put much thought into where I'm putting it. These I like to just have fun with, and you can add butterflies. I might do some with butterflies as well. We'll see how we go. Each of those have got some really messy cheesecloth put on them. And I'm just going to grab some little labels. So these labels are from Clear Black Creations. I have actually shrunk these down because I love this range of labels, and that's the standard size, so I have shrunk them down a bit, and you can get bigger ones, come in the kit as well. I'll put the link down below for those. So I'm just going to add these, and I'm thinking on the blank ones I may even just stamp something on them. So I've got these Sampool stamps. So these are in my shop as well, and I love them. I use them all the time, particularly this one. It's really lovely. You can see the ones that I've used there. I'm not always very good at cleaning my stamps. I know I should, but I'll admit that I don't always do it. So I'm going to grab a couple of these and just stamp on these before I add them to the tags. I've got a few different labels there that I've stamped that I can choose from. So that's nice. And I've also got some of these labels here, which I think I might use some of the round labels on some of them just for something different. These are from Kelly's Crafts. So I'm just going to pop, I have a few here that I have already cut out. So pop them there. I think that's all I've got at the moment. So let's have a look and see what goes. And I do like to distress the edges and add a little bit of ink. So this is just another step that you can do. You don't have to do this step. It just adds another dimension to your tag. Cute. So I'm going to stick these down. So you could call them done. I think they're nice. I will distress the edges and ink them. Obviously the cheesecloth, I'll pull that away, the excess, but the glue is still damp and it hasn't adhered to the tag yet. But as I said, very quick, very easy, yet effective little tags. Some of these I will back with coffee dye paper or craft cardstock or something like that. But I think they are quite sweet. Some I will sew around. I am going to go and do a few more and I'll finish them all up and then I'll show you them all completely done at the end. so I have finished them to a point. So when I'm making tags, I don't always put fibers in the top because I like to leave that part until I get to putting them in the journals, just in case I'm using certain colors. But just for the sake of this video, I have done a couple. So I've just put some neutral color sari silk in the top of this one. So this one I have left just plain on the back. I haven't backed it with anything. So it's just the coffee dyed tag. I've just inked around it. I haven't distressed it or anything. So, but I have put, I think you can see in the video there, just some little splotches of gold. Once again, you don't have to do that either, but I think it just adds something to it. So these aren't quite dry yet. And excuse the noise, I'm sorry, James is upstairs cooking dinner. And he likes to make it known that he's doing so. So I'm just going to quickly show you these. As I said, these are still, the gold isn't quite dry. This one I've just put the fibre in the top, just like the bunny ears, and just a little bit of gold splotches on there as well. Once again, this one I have just inked and left the back plain. Let me just move these down so that we can put them in screen and you can have a look at them. So these were so much fun to make. Really pretty, but really, really easy. This one I have distressed the edges, added gold splotches, and I have just sewn on the coffee dyed tag, so there's no backing or anything on that. That's that one. And then there's another one. This one. I haven't put any fibres in it, but I have backed it with coffee dyed paper. I've inked around it and added splotches. So there's, you know, you can do anything really. You can do whatever takes your fancy. Some of these, as you can see, I said they're still not dry, but some of the splotches are bigger than others. I just randomly just flick it and whatever happens, happens. And the rest of these I haven't inked around or distressed, which I will do. And like I've got to punch the hole there for that one. But aren't they pretty? And it's just a matter of just doing them step by step. This one I've distressed and inked. I just love them. I just think they just go well with any journal really. And you can see I love the roses. I keep picking up the roses. I tried, when I inked, I tried to cover up the images a little bit, but there are some that have some gold splotches on it, but I'm not upset about that either. I think that's pretty. So I don't know, what do you think? I mean, it's just open to interpretation. This gold splotch has gone on the FI of the field notes. I'm not too worried about that. I could always put another label over that if I was. May do that. We'll see what happens. So once the gold dries, they'll be right to ink around or distress around. I may sew around some of them. But as I said, I will leave the tops with nothing in until I'm ready to put them in a journal. I could always use just your the neutral sari silk or something like that, so they would go in any journal. But sometimes I like to add, you know, like a little bit of pink or something to go in these to match in with them. So, all right, I am going to leave it with you. I hope you enjoyed that. How many did I get done? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So that's not a bad couple of hours work. I'm pretty happy with that. Let me know what you think in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed. I'm so close to 11,000 subscribers, which just blows my mind every single time, and I will be having a giveaway once I reach the 11,000, so I'm working on that behind the scenes at the moment. All right guys, I will leave it with you. I'm going to head off and get ready for my work week, so I will talk to you all soon and see you in the next video. So until next time, take care, and I hope you get a little bit of creative time in. See you soon. Bye-bye.